guys. I'm in a different location. Filming at my parents' house today, so that's why I really like this room. It's a tiny room, but it has good energy and vibes in here, and sometimes I take naps when I come over their place on this bed, so yeah. I did forget to bring extra shirt though, so yeah, the next two videos you're gonna see me probably in the same shirt. Okay, but before this video begins, this is a custom video booked on my website, Bomboni.com. Links below if you want to go book yourself a custom service. But this person named Danny gave me permission, the person who booked this service, to post this public, so thank you, Danny. And also shout out to Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for booking a 30-minute or longer. If you book a 30-minute or longer with me, I'll shout your first name out in the beginning of a video. There's Paco just hanging out. But I have a hard time remembering things for some reason, so I have to read this message, and usually I do read your message back when you do a booking naturally. So they said, could you do a candle tapping and positive affirmation, please? So that's what I will do. I have a bunch of candles here in front of me of different variety, like pillar candles, one in glass jars, long skinny ones that have spiral pattern sound. Really good when one is dragged down the ridges of another. For the affirmations, I'm currently working on a comic, and I've been having a hard time prying myself away and taking breaks. So if you could say things like, you are working hard and deserve a break, and give yourself permission to relax, that would be super cool. Lastly, I understand if you don't have time for this part, but if you could have the lighting low and warm, that would be cool too. I try my best. I'm going to do it more in the settings, perhaps. But you know, I'm definitely for quality content, so if it's too low, the camera won't pick it up, but I'll do my best. I will. This is kind of like a cold, sterile room for that, but yeah, I didn't really plan around that, but I'll try my best. But I understand that was a suggestion, so yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's how bookings work. Honestly, you just send me a message. You know, you book yourself a service, TonyBomboni.com, links below. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Alright, so, yes, I will keep this here for my reference, because again, I can't remember. Like, someone will tell me something 5 seconds later, I can't remember, so, I'll try my best to say, you're working hard and deserve a break, and give yourself permission to relax. So, there you go. This is a raw honey and neroli, so I brought this from home. All of these are from home, except for one candle. It's actually from this house. One of my favorite candles. I'll show you soon. It's also super warm in here. Like, I don't know what it is about their air conditioner, but it doesn't do it for me. I need it to be a little colder, but anyway, that's Florida, right? And this area gets so hot. Like, every time I come here, it's always at least 5 degrees hotter than where I live. And where I live is hot enough. But yeah, I really love this yellow candle. It smells so good, and I just want to let you, Danny, and others know, this is a public video, that you are loved, you are appreciated. You know, I'm just starting off my work week. Come back from a trip feeling refreshed, energized, ready to go. At least the best way that I can, you know. I want to speak from the heart, and what comes to the surface, really, not to let it kind of sound just like affirmation-y. You know, that's always the hardest part, is what do you say? When there's nothing much to say. Okay, maybe it's the angle I'm in. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm literally sitting on a pillow, so I'm on the floor. It's kind of, you know, a challenge. It's a little struggle here, because I couldn't bring all my equipment, so just to find the best angle. There we go. That's a bit someone says you smell good. Like, that's such a compliment. I do get that a lot. It's always, your eyes are so beautiful. And you smell good. Kind of funny. Yeah, really just sometimes the simple things, I don't have to overthink it. Like, you are loved and appreciated. You know, we forget that. We forget, like, oh yeah, we are loved. We are appreciated. Like, that's really all there is to it, you know? It just means a lot. Like, this morning I was watching someone's ASMR video and they were saying, they were doing affirmations too. They were like, you are loved. And I'm like, oh my God, you know? Like, that's all it took sometimes to just, you know, sorry guys, to just make you feel better, you know? Like, yeah, you are loved. That's all, really. I mean, that's all it comes down to. If this is your reminder of that, then so be it. You know, I'm not gonna make it too complicated. This is fresh linen, so I think this is what you call pillar, although this is like a tiny pillar. It's not that extraordinary. It's been sitting in like this lantern thing for years and it still smells. Oh, that makes an interesting sound. Candle is called bougie in French. What? Bougie pilier parfumée. Scented pillar candle. Bougie. Candle pillar perfume. So it's almost like they say opposite. Candle pillar scented. Bougie pilier perfume. Bougie. Okay, here's a bougie candle. Like, in French that would mean candle. Like, bourgeois. Bourgeois pilier parfumée. You are bougie. How about that for an affirmation today? Girl, you are bougie, okay? Boys and girls, you are bougie, alright? You deserve to be bougie, to treat yourself nice, okay? When you just treat yourself to something nice, you know, it just does something. I don't know, like when you treat yourself, honey, yes. Oh, okay, but yeah, seriously, for people working on comic books or something else, like, I'm a workaholic too, okay? I know what it's like. Give yourself permission to relax. You are working hard and deserve a break. You really do. Like, stop it. Just stop what you're doing, okay? I know it. Like, put the pen down. Put the pencil down. Stop. Shh. Rest a little bit. I know, even when I'm listening to ASMR, I have a tendency, like, oh, I have to do something while I'm listening, and then I'm like, no wonder I don't feel tingles anymore, because I'm always doing something while I'm listening, and it's like I don't give myself or don't have the time in the day. You know, there's always so much time in the day, and the time goes by fast. I think it's been going by faster since August last year, but that's another story. But it almost drives you nuts how fast it goes, because you really don't have time. Like, that's why, like, my last video, like, people are like, oh, you know, people kind of misunderstood me a little bit. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Who has time for hobbies and passions? Like, there is no time, right? Like, when we have to work to survive, you know, and you're living on your own, it's like, you have no choice, right? But give yourself time. Make, you know what, even if your only hobby and passion is ASMR, honey, do it, okay? Listen to it. I'm not saying do it, like, perform it, because that's work, but do it. Okay, let me show you now. I'll adjust myself. This was poorly planned, like, okay. Meaning, like, the seating arrangement was poorly planned. Like, I thought I would have been comfortable, but, you know, I'm never comfortable. Anyway, White Barn. I love this candle. So you are beautiful like a candle. You smell good like a candle. Okay, you look good. What else? shine and glow like a candle. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you know it's true. You work hard, deserve a break. Give yourself permission to rest. Rest to relax. Rest to relax. Oh, this is Bath and Body Works, but it smells amazing. Okay. Didn't they go under? I don't know, they're bankrupt or something. But anyway, not you, honey. You are rich and bougie. That's what you are. Okay. So you know what? Whatever you're working on, it's gonna make you rich and bougie. How about that? Okay, it will. I didn't notice I had this like grainy texture here and then smooth texture here. It's never been burned. It's just been sitting there for years. My mom doesn't like to burn candles in the house. But this does smell good every time you pass by it. Remember to enjoy the present moment. Remember to just enjoy this waking moment, this hour, this very minute, this very second, because you're going to regret it looking back if you don't. And you know what's funny about affirmations is they don't work unless you believe it. So you have to kind of repeat it for a very long time. And you have to have a willingness to change. Then it will work. You know, it's not enough to just listen to the words. So this is why I'm kind of being a little realistic, you know, like, you know, I can butter things up, but it's a temporary form of thing. That's the best way I could put it. Let this be a reminder that you are not temporary, you are an eternal being. Here are the, what is it called? Beeswax. I tried my best to emulate what you wanted. It's kind of like rigid, you know, like this. These are my beeswax candles I use for your candle wax readings on my website, TonyBomboni.com. But yeah, I just got like 2 random ones. I think this is what you meant. I hope so, but guys, forgive me for breathing heavily. It's just hot. Like, you and your body adjusts to the summer climate here. It's freaking hot. It's not you guys. Like, sometimes people think I'm like rolling my eyes or I don't want to be here or do this. No, guys, it's hot. Like, I'm literally, until I adjust to this heat, like, even if after your air stops running, it's like there's this constant humidity. I can't really describe it to you. And it makes you tired. I always get so tired in the summer. I'm like, oh. But maybe I need some affirmations for like you feeling cool and refreshed and relaxed. You know that feeling when it's hard to sleep when it's so hot? Yeah. even if it means staring at a wall, that downtime of you staring at the wall can be you coming up with ideas for your work, you know? So you are able to come up with ideas for your work, and you are able to prosper, shine, thrive. You got this. You can do this. I know you. I believe in you. Remember, you're working hard, deserve a break. Give yourself permission to relax. Do you want a candle wax reading? 15-minute for one candle, 30-minute, 2 candles. Okay? Alright. For other services like tarot reading, coffee cup reading, again, Bomboni.com. Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed the session as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. That was I think these are called votive candles, glass jar candles, pillar candles, and blah blah I don't know, whatever. Okay, same thing. Glass jar, whatever. I don't know. Okay, I don't work at a candle shop. I certainly don't work at Best Bed and Beyond, Best Body Body Shop. I don't know, Body Shop. There's so many of these shops. I'm like, no wonder they don't win. Let me not say too much, but like, you know, when we're overly shown things, stores, stuff, I don't know, like there's just so much stuff people are showing every day. It's just like we forget the names, right? Everything becomes jumbled. What's votive, what's pillar, what's words, what's affirmations, what is life, right? Like we begin to question sometimes reality when we think too deep about it. But you know, sometimes you can put that in your creative work. Like I used to read comic strips all the time. Oh my god, like even from those newspapers, you know. Like the one with the dog, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, or like Archie, or like I was obsessed with like sometimes even some mangas. My brother sort of got me into that, but I stopped after a while. But yeah, like I used to be so obsessed going to this like bookstores and reading this stuff. So yeah, I think there was always so much like creative stuff, but at the same time it's just like the comics made you feel like real life, like you were reading a part of your life. And the sassy girl that was always envious, she was my favorite. Like that was me. Like I was that girl basically. Like in the Archie, the one with like the black hair and the purple shirt or something like that. Not the blonde girl. She was always so envious of her. Like I was like, yeah, that's me. Like I could relate to that character so much. Like even though she was like, you know, living her best life, like she was still always like striving or yearning for more. Like it was never enough to her, you know. So I don't know why at a young age I could relate to her so much. But you know what's funny to me also? I like to make your bookings a little longer. That's the benefit of you giving me permission to post this public on my YouTube channel. I will make your session most likely a little longer as a thank you. Even though this is not anymore about positive affirmations, like the 15 minutes are up. I'll maybe try to incorporate this somehow. But I'm just rambling now just to make this longer for everyone to, you know, appeal to all audiences. Because I know a lot of people on this channel don't even like affirmations. They don't watch my videos when I do affirmations for some reason. But anyway, that's another story. I like affirmations. They're my favorite, like one of my favorite triggers. Like, again, I was listening to them this morning. I love it. I'm just not like, I'm very hypercritical of myself. I'm not very good at it. I can't just sit here and talk like affirmations. I just can't for some reason. But I do listen to them every night. And I find that they do help, but you have to, again, like kind of put yourself in a hypnotic state and incorporate it into your life somehow. Like, where it's in your subconscious, and that's why people say, like, you gotta be careful what you fall asleep to, because you're programming your mind with their words. So that's why I try also to be careful what I say, you know, to try to give it a more uplifting approach on this channel, so that I'm not always like with those lingering thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I really like this rug that's on the floor. Like, should I show it? Why not? When do I get to film at my mama's house? Never. Isn't it beautiful? I was here last time filming during the hurricane. You guys remember that? Look how pretty it is. Rug tapping. Oh, see, I shouldn't have done that. Now you guys are gonna demand a rug video. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't mind, but do you mind buying me some nice rugs? Cause honey, I don't have many. Ooh, I do have rugs though. I should go home. Yeah, I should go home and film a rug video this week. Okay, but yeah, now you guys are gonna hypnotize me and affirm to me like Tony is gonna go home and film a rug video. But you know, I find funny lately. I've been thinking about this lately because a lot of people have a tendency to be like, you know what, when people work for other people, right? Like employed 9 to 5, they work for someone else, right? And I didn't realize this until now. Like, okay, hello Tony, wake up and smell the flowers, you know? But I didn't realize when people said like, I make so and so a year, what they really mean is I make like 3/4 of that because of taxes, right? Like, I didn't even realize that until I was like Googling, like, okay, let me look this up, right? Is this thing even still on, honey child? Hold on, before I continue, I want to make sure. I can't see. See, I was trying to hope that the reflection would show me. Now I have to get my butt up and see. This microphone is so funny. Y'all, I gotta change the battery. Like, I'm self-employed. I know how much I earn, and then there's a number that's like, after you pay taxes, clean how much you made, right? It's different for people who work for someone else, you know? So that's where I always get confused. Like I always feel like people are earning so much more than they really are, but that's not the truth. So if you look up 150K gross to net, for example, when someone tells you they earn 150K, honey, what they really trying to say? I forgot the exact number, but it's more like 110K, 115, 20K max, okay? So when someone says I earn 200K, what they're really trying to say is I earn 140K. So maybe 150, right? Depends. And they don't have deductions like I do. So, you know, that's where a self-employed individual would be like, it appears on paper that it would be less than what they actually make, because what they actually make is what they keep. They keep everything they make. They don't have to pay it until the tax time comes around, right? So that's why I'm always like, so you make 100K, what you really trying to say is I make 80K clean. Exactly. So, you know, anyway, if it's 500K, what they're really trying to say is 350K. I'm just saying, okay? Like, don't let no one deceive you. That's why, like, even, you know, when I go to, like, get a new purchase or something like that requires they look up your income, like a car, for example, right? I never know what to say. They're like, how much you earn? I'm like, I never know what number to put because my situation is so different than, you know, a pay stub. They're used to hearing people with a pay stub say, you know, oh, this amount. They know that's what they're told. And I know this because I actually looked at someone's pay stub that they were saying they claimed that they earn like 80, 90. I look at the stubs, I'm like, 4K a month is not 90,000 a year, honey. Okay, that's after tax, you know, after they take the tax out your check. So what it really they're trying to say is like 55K, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So if you're applying for a job, make sure you look that information up on your own. If they say 100K, honey, they really trying to say 75K. Okay, I'm just saying. Alright, enough. Anyway, something I learned recently. I know I'm acting like I should know this by now. I honestly had no idea. Just a little ramble. existence and living, and so I like to add that in videos, even if it's like nonsensical garbage and like just to fill time, you know. What makes me fall asleep is listening to like boring like statistics, analytics, like stuff that people talk about like that, like what I'm talking about now, you know, that like nobody cares about. I find that makes me sleep, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, even think about my teachers this morning, like wow, like the different type of teachers I've had over the years. I've always liked my female teachers more than my male teachers. The male teachers were always so aggressive and like, I don't know, like they act like they haven't had their coffee yet. Like one of them even blamed us. They were like, I hate you guys because I haven't had my coffee. You're my first class in the morning and I haven't fully had my coffee, so I have a distaste for you guys. I'm like he would literally yell at us every day. And then the female teachers are so sweet, so nice. Like even the meanest female teacher was the sweetest, nicest lady. Like honestly, like you couldn't feel any hard feelings, right? And I feel like that feminine spirit helps you learn better. I don't know why. Okay, I'm not judging or anything like that. This is my opinion, you know. Yeah, I hope Danny didn't mind that I added some extra bonus material in this video that's not affirmations, but yeah, anyway, you can always, you know, replay this video and then stop it at the part where I start to ramble, I guess. Or just fall asleep, right? Anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the 5 candles. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And maybe we learned something new together today. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let just anyone try to impress you, child. Like this is affirmations and advice, honey, because I have had men be like, oh, you know, men usually, men and their manly traits, they try to impress you with what they're doing, where they live, what they're driving, who they're with, how much they earn. So when they really say something, it's like, do your research, right? Because it's always the opposite. Not always, but a lot of times. Build yourself up in the spirit. Make sure your life is good. And then if a partner comes along, so be it. That's all I'm gonna say about that, right? We so heavily want to rely on who we're with that when they're not there anymore, who are you with? You are with you all the time. So you can't forget yourself. And one thing I heard even in the affirmations this morning was like, self-care. Self-care is so important. I so agree with that. Like, give yourself that hot bath. Give yourself that love, honey. Give yourself what you need, what you deserve, what you desire. Because no one can give that for you. Your partner gonna be too tired coming home from their 150K salary job. That, you know, they're gonna be like cranky, cussing you out. They're not even happy they made that much money, right? Like they want you to rub their back, and you have yet to get a back rub, right? So it's always those partners too that make that money, that don't want to, you know, pay for a massage for you. I've noticed that with other people too. It's like, it's funny. I cannot generalize. It's more like maybe half and half. There's always a balance, right? So there's like half of people who still live paycheck to paycheck. They'll be making 300K. Again, 300K a year, and then they'll still you know, have habits like me. I'll be super cheap with food. I'm like, if my shirt or my meal costs more than $20, I don't want it, okay? And that's not a closeted mindset. That's not because you didn't do enough positive affirmations. It's because it's a choice. Why should I? You know? And then there are those people that like, So I find it so funny. Like the older I get, and the more I'm interacting with people, and like older people. Obviously, I've always been interacting with older people, but when I was younger, I didn't realize how childish everyone is. Like we're all children. We're all grown babies. I've come to that conclusion. We're show-offs. We're egotistical. We're rampaging, like we're going on a rant all the time. And this is not just the people I'm surrounded with. Honey, this is people that everyone like that. Every situation, I'm like, child, of all age brackets, income. Holy cow, we're all a bunch of kids. We just don't want to admit it. We just don't want to admit it. It's like the kid that shows off that they got this nice big Barbie dollhouse or G.I. Joe set or Hot Wheels set. Exactly. That's why all these people be driving their trucks. You know what happened to me earlier today? I went to the gas station and this huge big truck, I'm talking like, oh, big truck. Okay, it could squish my little Jeep like that with a big booty boat behind it, okay? And I went like this. I pulled up at the gas station and I was just about to, like, I almost made it to where the pump reached the back. He went, he kept pushing me out. I'm like, we really are a bunch of children. I'm like, let me be the grown up and back the F away. Did I want to give him a piece of my mind? Yeah. But you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. What if that's you, sir? What if you're watching my video? You never know who's watching, so I'm like, you know what? But if that was you, honey, no, I'm talking, I'm playing. Hit me up in my DMs. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. No, I'm just kidding, I'm playing. But seriously, y'all, like, we a bunch of children. We a bunch of grown children. I came to that conclusion. Yeah, we a bunch of grown kids, so, you know what? It is what it is, but don't let anyone tell you you're acting like this, you're supposed to be this age, you know, no, it's okay to be grown children, it's okay, you know, you gotta let that part of you, yeah, not all the time, but you gotta let that part of you go out sometimes and play, because it's not cute if you suppress your inner child. It's not. No, you gotta let that play, honey, because that's gonna do some serious damage if you don't. But I admit that was childish of him. Like, he shouldn't have almost smushed me just for some gas. Like, come on, there were like 5 other tanks open. You really had to pull up in front of me like that. That was petty as hell. Anyway, so that's what happened. Everyone's been so much crankier in Florida. Like, ooh, I don't want to say too much, because I don't know again who's watching, but even some kids try to like fight me the other day. I kid you not, like a random on the street that I don't even know them. I'm like, whatever, man. Like, you know, calling me names. I won't even go into it, but let's just say mocking the LGBT community. Yeah, that was not nice. Like, that was not like, I feel like it makes me sad a little, you know. But anyway, yeah. So stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe out there, y'all. I'm doing the best I can here. People have been asking me already, like, you gonna leave Florida, everything happening. Not anytime soon. I'm the type of person that I stand my ground, you know. I stand strong and stern in my beliefs, and, you know, I'm a person of faith, so I'm not too worried, but I know there's still, like, discrimination from people. It's just like, you know, it gives you a bad taste in your mouth, like, you know. And I've been thinking about leaving for a while now, but I'm like, what would I do? I don't know, where would I put that money? I don't know. It is a lot. It would be quite a chunk of money, though, but some things are not worth their weight in gold, you know what I'm saying? So everything's so darn pricey. Where the hell would you go? I mean, really, Louisiana, like, seriously. I don't know, but anyway, I would just buy a bunch of candles, I guess. No. Could you imagine living in a house full of candles? Like, the house was made of candles. handles. Like long, large, sturdy pillars. You'd be screwed if there was a house fire though. It'd be all melting wax. Oh